entering the Web3 business. All right, so we have two over here. We have Andres and Serena. Okay, so the others are the second time. So we have a lot of experts over here. All right, so do you know what is Web3? We always hear about Web3. Okay, so Web3, to be conclusion, I mean, like in Web 1, we always see information. So during Web 1, we are looking at information that are given to us, like the yellow pages, like books. So we are not able to edit the details and the information on the book. But in Web 2, it's like an interaction between the users and the content. So for example, in YouTube, in Facebook, you're able to interact, you're able to edit, you're able to upload some information into the internet, right? But what about Web 3? Okay, so back in Web 2, when you upload your information and your details are stored in the servers of that particular company. For example, let's say we are talking about YouTube. When you upload your content, your videos, everything will be stored in the servers of YouTube, right? But what happens, let's say if you have 1 million subscribers in YouTube, let's say if you have 1 million subscribers in YouTube, do you think the subscribers belongs to you? All right, are these subscribers belongs to you? I mean, when you are at the platform of YouTube, yes, maybe you're interacting with the subscribers. But what if suddenly one day the servers of YouTube got attacked, and suddenly YouTube, you can't log on to YouTube? Are you able to keep in touch with your subscriber? The answer is no. Why? Because it is centralized. And based on the amount of content that you generate and uploading into YouTube, they are exploiting your database. They are making profits from the content as well. So that's why Facebook, Google, YouTube, they are growing, because more and more people, more and more individuals are contributing the data. So each of us today, for example, when we talk about Facebook, maybe some of us, we have multiple accounts of Facebook, right? When we have multiple accounts of Facebook, how do we identify this is us? We can't. In fact, some of the people even have different kinds of email address. So this is the problem with centralized. But when it comes to the Web3, it is a reshuffle, because when we provide our data, in return, we are getting something back. Okay, so this is fair. So this is why Web3 is about the community. This is why it's important to spread awareness to people to get on board on the community, because the next most important thing, the next most big thing is Web3. All right. So why are we? Before Web3 even born, I mean, like, we're talking about the internet. Internet started like year 2000 or somewhere before. So Web3 started in 2009. We're talking about Bitcoin. Why Bitcoin is there? Bitcoin is there to fight deflation, right? I mean, like back in 2009, if someone back in 2009, someone came approach you and he told you, hey, just get yourself a 1,000 Bitcoin. Maybe it will cost you like 0.000 something, maybe like 100 USD. Will you buy it? I believe most of us will not entertain this person because we don't know what is it. But if you have a time machine to go back into 2009, I believe most, actually, I won't even buy 1,000. I'll buy like 1 million. I'll buy everything using all my money I have, because we know that Bitcoin will eventually grow until today. It's like 63,000 US dollar. So the difference in why is this happening is because back in those days, during 2009, when Bitcoin just started, what is the purpose of that token? It is to fight against deflation, because there is only a limited total supply, which is 21 million, right? After that, there's no more Bitcoin. But in Economics 101, when the supply is limited and the demand is high, what happens to the price? More and more people acquiring it, and the price will go high. So similarly, when Bitcoin fight against deflation, we are going against people who like the government, because they print money. And when they print money, who are there to take care of the inflation? We, the people, because we can't print our money, all right? We can only spend money. We can only make money How do we make money? By working, by doing business. All right. So in conclusion, the number of money in the whole world will only be more and more. It will not be decreased. It will be only increasing. After 10 years, it'll be even more because money is always kept printing. All right. So how do we go against this? All right. So to go against this, we need to know about the knowledge about Web3. So what I'm about to share right here is a thing we call DAO. Right. So what is DAO? Hold on, let me open the slide. So DAO is known as the Decentralized Autonomous Organization. And what do we have in DAO? Okay. Often people talk about DAO, but they do not know what is it. Okay, so over here, let me introduce to you guys. Okay, sorry, this is a different version. Hold on. Okay, can you guys see my screen? So what is DAO? Okay, a DAO is a company without a boss, or a company where everyone is the boss. Okay, why is that so? Because in a DAO, we are talking about M3 DAO especially. We are talking about, okay, when we integrate DAO concept into traditional business, it's about converting everyone into the shareholders. When we look on the left side, okay, what is it so important? So when we build a company in the traditional business, for example, Facebook and Google, why are they so big? Because they have a good employees that people work for them. They have good partners and they have clients to build to support for the business. But what happens in this way is because when we do it traditionally, when you face your employees, what are the troubles that you're going to face? You're going to worry about the employees, whether are they going to work on time, whether are they going to perform on time, or whether are they going to deliver the result. But what about the partners? Sometimes when our business grows too big, maybe our partners will get envy of us. And sometimes what about the clients? When something happens, the client is one of the most important factor because they are the one who supports the business as well. But in traditional business, there are a lot of difficulty faced, right? And the one that make the most money in the company is often the founder and also the boss. Okay, so what happens on the right side? Okay, on the right side we have a DAO whereby we
Calvin,
convert. Yes,
Calvin, we can only see the file. We cannot see anything you share.
can't see it, right? Okay.
No, we can only see the yeah.
If
Only
you're sharing a
photo.
PDF, you have to stop sharing and then share again.
Yeah.
So okay, I'll go back to the website.
Now we can see. Or
I think
could.
something wrong with my laptop because it is it's loaded. How about now?
Yes, now we can see.
Great. Okay, so I was talking about the difference between the traditional corporate practice and what happens when we operate in a DAO. Okay, for example, when I give examples like, let's say if some of us, like a business owner, let's say I operate a pub or a bar. On the left side, I run a beer business. Okay, I run a bar. So for my bar to be successful, I need a good employees, right? Because I need them to work for me. And I need some good business partners to bring in resources to my business. Most importantly, for a business to be successful, the most important factor will be the client. Okay, I need to have a lot of customers, right? I need to have a lot of people to come to my bar to start drinking. then I'll be making money, right? So what happens? What happens over here? What happens when the business of my bar goes big? Who is the one that makes the most money? I'm the boss, right? So I'm making the most money. So do you think that I'll be able to reach this state of profit without the employees, without the clients, and without the partners? Impossible. But what happens is when my company start grow, when my bar business is going good, what happens? Maybe one of my employee will be like, hey, since this business is going good, maybe one of our employees will say, I'm gonna quit this job. I'm gonna open the same business opposite you and become your competitor. That happens in the traditional way, right? So we often see competition is happening in the traditional business. But how do we overcome this? By becoming a DAO. When we talk about DAO is the decentralized autonomous organization, implementing tokenomics into the business. Okay, so what happens is, let's say my bar business will require like 100 grand. Okay? I'll be taking % of the share to be distributed into tokens, and these tokens will be an incentive to everyone who are related to me. So on the right side, when you see employees, okay, when you see employees, when you also see clients, you also see partners, but the relationship is different. All right. How is that different? Is because they are no longer just employees, but they're also the shareholders. How does that work? Same business, I'm running a bar business as well. But today, when my employees work, let's say they are very hardworking and they sold like 1,000 liquor. So I'm gonna give them incentive of like 2 tokens or 5 tokens, depending on it. So when they hold a token, that will change the mindset. It's because when you're holding Bitcoin, are you gonna spread negative news about Bitcoin? The answer is no, because when you do that, what happens? When you do that, people will panic. And when they panic, what they do? They're going to sell the Bitcoin. Will it benefit you? The answer is no. But similarly, in the tokenomics, when we give tokens as an award or incentive, they will be the shareholder of the business. So they will hold a token, and provided that when they see the growth of the token, they can hold it or they can sell it. They can make profit out of it. So similarly, for clients, let's say if I want to drink, if I go to random bar, I will just spend and I get drunk on that night and I just get a good time. But when you spend it in a bar operated by a DAO with a tokenomics reward, what happens? When you spend a certain amount, you are given a token. So maybe some people they don't understand what is a token, because the token is similar like a point system, but that is only on the front end. What about the underlying technology? When you talk about point system, people are talking about digital numbers where you can actually just key in or whatever, you can just make changes because everything is centralized. But when we talk about tokenomics in a DAO, when we give out token, everything is written in a smart contract. When you've written it on a smart contract, it means that it cannot be breached, right? Unless there's 51% voting. And also in a DAO, it's very important to know that since everyone is holding a token, it makes us co-related, and we are all the shareholders. So we are all able to determine the direction, and we are able to vote for the company as well. So this is what makes the difference. And over here, when we see Apple, we see all these Amazons, I mean, like all these big platforms, Tesla, especially Tesla, there's a lot of people buying cars from Tesla, but they are the one that provides the market value to the company. But do they get anything in return? The answer is no. Why? Because it is centralized. So things are trying to change and convert into Web3. Okay. So when we are talking about Web3, we are getting some shares in return based on the number of database that we contribute or the amount of things that we contribute, the effort that we contribute. So everything can be calculated and given back to us. All right. So what is M3 DAO? So in M3 DAO, it's like a company without the boss, or everyone is the boss of the company. Because when we hold a token, all right, when we host a token, it means that we are all the shareholder of the DAO. So what is the vision of M3 DAO? Okay, so over here, M3 DAO's vision is to become the world's most influential investment and incubation DAO. All right, so we are going step by step towards that direction, because one of the main projects that we incubate, one of the main projects that we collaborate I mean, collaborate is the right term, is UTopia. So for those who do not know what is UTopia, UTopia is a company, a Web3 company, whereby they host more than 70,000 IPs. Okay, so these IPs, we call it intellectual property. So these IPs referring to big brands like Lamborghini, Ferrari, Nike, Adidas. If you're in the Web3, you know about NFT. They are in touch with BAYC, Azuki. BAYC is known as the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and also Azuki's Doodles. So these are big brands. I mean, like, why are they collaborating with UTopia? Because they want to get on board to the Web3. So UTopia has more than 70,000 IPs like this. So we are in a very deep collaboration. All right. So UTopia are also part of M3 DAO. So that's a good news for the whole DAO members like us. And for M3 DAO, the main mission over here is to invest in and incubate most of the influential Web3 projects. So what you just see just now is only one of our projects, which is UTopia. We have 6 more projects lining up, and each projects are only given a very limited amount of allocation to the community. Okay, so our aim over here, our main goal is to incubate the top 10 Web3 unicorn project in the M3 DAO. All right, so what is the ecosystem in the M3 DAO? Over here, we have the MarsVerse. Okay, so you can see it as a metaverse, because in the MarsVerse, we are operating as a DAO, and we invite the community to get on board by purchasing an avatar. Because one thing's over here, we are trying to solve the real world pain point, I mean, real world issue. We all do know that each of our personal information, our data are all stored in a centralized, right? But in MarsVerse, we are deploying our DID. So for those who do not know what is DID, it means decentralized identity. Okay, so some of you may have multiple Facebook accounts, multiple Gmail accounts, but when this happens, we always face problems like leakage, like data breach. Sometimes you even facing calls from like random cold calling, asking you whether if you want to buy this property. But in the M3 DAO ecosystem, we are deploying DID in the Mars chain. For example, each of your information are only accessible by you and only you, because the information are only stored not in the server, but on top of the blockchain. So only you can access to the blockchain. And what happens and what differentiates the most on the centralized data and decentralized is when we tend to log into Facebook or Zoom, sometimes we forgot the password, right? So what do? We just click forget password, and we receive an inbox in our email. We just reset it. So it's very convenient. Yes, it's convenient, but on the other hand, for decentralized, what happens? There are no way for you to reset password. Let's say if you over here, you have a wallet, and inside your wallet, there is a Bitcoin and Ethereum. There are lots of assets in it, but you've forgotten the private key. You've forgotten the recovery phase. Are you able to reset the password? The answer is no, because your password is not stored in the server. Your password is stored in the blockchain, and only you yourself can access the blockchain. So once you forgot your recovery phase, you're done. That's why over here, we are promoting DID to prevent our data getting breached, to get and also to promote an awareness to know that each of our data is actually worth $600. Okay, so this is very important. So besides this, we have the Mars protocol, and in Mars protocol is operated by a DAO party, investment DAO. I'll be introducing to you guys later, right? So what is it about? What is our M3? So M3 DAO team consists of few people over here. So this version of the PowerPoint is is the first generation. So we are gonna improvise it. All right. So we have Emmanuel. So Emmanuel is the founder and the CEO of UTopia. All right. So he is also part of a M3 DAO builder, and he's very experienced. He has 8 years experience in blockchain, and 7 years. So you can see some of his certification over here. He's very expert in KYC, CFT, and AML. In case you don't know what AML is, anti-money laundering. We have Darren Smith. Okay, we have GC. So GC is ex-Binance. He's ex-Binance team, ex-Binance NFT team as well. We have Owen Ma. So they are all on board in the Web3 DAO. So there will be more and more people coming in onto our DAO. So initially, when people first come into MarsVerse or M3, there are only few people, but more and more profiles are coming out. Okay, so we also have James. So James is an M3 DAO builder. He's the legal lead for our M3 DAO. All right, and we have Michael. Michael God is the investment lead. So we have LA is the ecosystem lead, and more people. Okay, so right now the M3 DAO community covers multiple countries in Singapore, Hungary, Norway, Ireland, UK, Taiwan, Vietnam, Dubai, Japan, and China. So more to come. All right. And most importantly, recently there is a news regarding this Golden Carrot Capital. So this Golden Carrot Capital is a venture capitalist by GC. So this is in the whole Web3. You'll be seeing newsfeed popping up every day. Okay. And besides this, UTopia, which is very important. For those who have not participated in UTopia, please do so, because there is only a limited time. Okay. And we have already all the KOLs ready to spread out the news. So I'll be going through, I mean, I can see the partners, the medias. So these are the Web3 medias. They are providing exposure. They are posting news all over the media. Okay. So there are more to come. And in the M3 DAO, the main token over here is the MCD token. So the MCD token, total supply will only be 2.1 million. And what's most interesting over here is 90% of the token is in the hands of the community. So when you have the MCD token, what you're able to do, you'll be able to enjoy airdrops. You're able to get into some ticket allocation of some projects that may not be launched in the exchange. So how do you determine that? Whether if you have MCD. So 90% of the MCD is in the hands of the community. This is very interesting because we see that the ones that make control, who is he? Is the community. Only 10% is with the DAO. So the 10% that the DAO contain, they're using it for the DAO foundation. They're using it to build the liquidity for the exchange platform. Because most of the Web3 projects that we came across previously, maybe they will take in like 40% or 50% because they're in control. But over here in M3 DAO, 90% of the token distribution is in the hands of the community. So do you think this is fair? I believe that it is very good for the community because we do not need to worry about DAO, I mean the 10% to dump in the market, because that will not affect much on the price. So this is very interesting because, I mean, like by doing this, we are inviting more and more potential people to get onto the DAO. So how do we invite community to get on board? Let me show you the next slide. Okay, how do we invite the community to get on board? First, we create an awareness because we need everyone to know how important is your data. So as I mentioned previously, we know that our data is worth 600 USD. Okay, so over here, when you buy an avatar, you're able to enjoy some benefit. Okay, let me share this screen. Okay, so there are 5 avatars available for the community to purchase. All right, when you purchase this, you're on board of our M3 DAO. So we have 100, we have 500 USDT and 1,000, and maximum is 10,000. So what do you do when you purchase these avatars? You're able to entitle up to 0.5 to 2% fluctuating. Okay, so each avatar, they're able to generate the different energy level. So for 100 avatar, you're able to generate up to maximum X5. Okay, 500 will be X3.5, 1,000 will be X3.5, and maximum 10,000 will be X5. So what you're going to do about this? So for example, when you see 100 and 10,000, they have the same energy output leverage, but there's a catch. You're only able to purchase up to 2 100 avatar because they're the same. All right, so this avatar will give you a daily energy output of 0.5 to 2%, and these profits is generated by the Mars protocol. So the Mars protocol is operated by the investment DAO. So over here, I want to cover one important topic because each of our income or each of our profits and energy is split into 3 different segments. Okay, the first segment will be the 50% will be 30% will be the unknown Martian material, the UME, whereby you are able to get the MCD token, which I mentioned previously. And 20% will be the Martian capsule, whereby you can use it to spend. So these three pillars is very important for the whole community. Okay, so what can you do with the MM? So you can use the MM to mint avatars, you can use it to convert into USDT, you can even use it to transfer to your community, or you are able to use it to get more UME. Okay, so over here, we look at the video on the left side. This person, he withdraw 50 mm, and what happens next is he need to authorize the transaction, and he'll be receiving the MM directly in the wallet. Okay, so everything happens in second, and it's very convenient. So if you do not want to be charged from the fees, you can just transfer it to a community, and when they want to purchase the avatar, they can just transfer the USDT to you. So it works both ways. All right, and what about the MCD? So MCD token, as I mentioned, 90% with the community, 10% with the DAO. So it will be released in 4 phases, right? So when we look at the left bottom corner, 60 days, 20% of the token will be released. The second phase, 90 days, 30% of the token will be released. And the third phase, same as second phase. And the fourth phase will be 30 days, 10%. So how long will it take for MCD token to be launched in the exchange platform? Maximum it will take is 270 days. Okay, will it be able to launch in the second phase? Possible, unless the 51% of the community votes, and then MCD will be launched. So right now, MCD token price is 0, but the potential of this token is huge. Okay, why is that so? Let's look at this slide. So assuming in the first phase we have 1 million UME across, what happens? So 420,000 of this token will be distributed among the 1 million. And each of these UME are only able to generate 0.42 MCD token. But in the second phase, when we have 10 million UME, because more and more people getting on board, what happened? In the second phase, 30% of the token is distributed. So we have 0.063 produced for 1 UME. And we are looking at a projection price of like 15.87 USDT. Okay, so this is like a projection. So get your MCD with, get your UME while you still can, because when we look at this slide, when is the best part to get more UME? It's at the first phase. And in fact, right now, we are already halfway through the first phase. We are launching our testnet next month for our Ethereum chain on a Mars chain. It will be launched early next month, okay? So we wait for an announcement on that, all right? So what's next after the MCD token is listed? We are going to build a liquidity pool, all right? So what we're trying to do is we want to build a total of 1 million DID. And 1 million DID, to be frank, is easily achievable because the global population right now is like 8 billion. So when we have 1 million DID, each DID for like a 100 USD to build a liquidity pool, what happens? Easily it will top as 100 million. And by doing a simple math, 90% of the total supply of MCD token is in the hands of the community. The total supply is at 2.1 million. But when we refer about 90%, which means 1.89 million of token is with the community. So 1.89 million of tokens with the community, when we divide by 1 million DID, each of us may only be holding 1.89 amount of MCD. So are you going to sell it for $10 or maybe 100? How about 1,000? Maybe some of you may sell it at 10,000 because maybe that's the right price. But the amount of MCD is so limited. That's why we will explain the price surge on it. And when we talk about the MC over here, 20% goes to this part. So this 20% is very important because I believe most of people, we do spend on our daily activities or daily life. Sometimes some of us like to go to traveling. So this 20% produced from the basic and active energy earnings will be go to the Martian capsule. So imagine when we have 1 million DID, 1 million DID every day, 20% of their earnings will be going to Martian capsule. Who do you think that will attract the most? It will attract the merchants. Merchants will be coming over. They want to do business with this much volume. So when that happens, what we're going to do? We're going to bargain with them. Maybe different business will give different discount. So we're looking at like 30 to 50% discount. Depends on different business. And over here, the Mars protocol. This is very important because I'm going to introduce the person behind the Mars protocol. it's like an investment now, okay? We have Emmanuel from UTopia. So we also have GC. So just now I mentioned he's from ex-Binance NFT team leader as well. So what did he do? He has this award of 500 traders from 2021. So he made 15.9 million USD in a trading competition. So this is huge, okay? Because he did it single-handedly. And what he do was he is collaborating with people like Cristiano Ronaldo in building NFT, okay? Like Mike Tyson, Tyson Fury, and brands like Frank Miller. So these are the brands that he's working with previously. So he's in the M3 DAO. He's also in the investment DAO team. So besides that, we're looking about Gala, GMT, and Shiba. These are the tokens that GC brought into Binance, and they flip it like X100 at least. Okay, so it's very important to get to know the right connection, because when you know the right connection, it saves a lot of time. I believe most of people right here, when we see a new token listed onto Binance, what's the next thing gonna see? When a new token listed onto Binance, we are looking at the X2, X5, or X10, maybe X50 sometimes. But are you able to enter the right entry point? I believe 99% will be able to enter the right entry point. Why? Because it's too late. When we realize the token price already skyrocket. But for people like the venture capitalists, in their background, they are able to connect with these platform owners or tokens before they even get launched. So they will be able to get some token allocation. So over here, the first project I'm referring is UTopia. So we managed to get some allocation. All right. So for those who managed to purchase the avatar of UTopia on the 13th of July, a big congrats, because you're gonna get back what you purchased in the next month. So I'll be going on this later on the next slide. Okay. So besides this, we have Eddie. So Eddie is the person in charge with the blockchain integration into traditional business. So I'll be covering a few business. One of this is the Web TV Asia. They have more than 3,400 YouTubers. They are an NTN company, and you can Google this out. And this Web TV Asia is a successful reference whereby right now they are going on a pre-IPO on Nasdaq with a market cap of 400 million USD. So we also have projects like Mecca Gateway, and we are working with like the Sultan Malaysia. So these are people with huge connections. And our Mars chain will be deploying 1 million DID on the layer 2. And I believe the testnet will be ongoing next month. Okay, so look forward to that, because when we are talking about layer 2, we are talking about high security, high speed, and low gas fee. Even though it's on the Ethereum chain, but the gas fee that we're referring on the layer 2 is in cents. Okay, so these are some of the avatars that you can see. All right, and this is the crypto cards that we are able to use. So I know some of you are asking, when is the crypto card launching? So the crypto card will launch on August. All right, during August month. So you are able to use the MC to buy it, and stay tuned for the announcement as well. Okay, so without wasting any more time, I'm sharing one of the avatars from UTopia, because I believe this is very important. So hold on. Okay, UTopia. Okay, over here, can you guys see my screen? Over here, we are looking at the launch of the first batch of Avatar Alliance, UTopia. So this launch when? 13th of July. Okay, so during 13th of July, we have 3 avatar from UTopia launch. So who managed to buy the avatars? Anyone managed to buy the avatars from UTopia? If you guys bought it, please type 1 in the chat box. I want to see who managed to get it, because right now, the UTopia avatar for 500 and 1,000 is out. They finished in 2 hours. So what's remaining right now is only the UTopia avatar of 100 USDT. Okay, that's only remaining. So what are the benefit of you getting this avatar? Okay, this is very important, because each ID or each wallet address, you're only able to buy up to 5 avatar maximum, no matter what amount. But right now, this only left is 100. So what do you get? When you bought 100 avatar, you are able to get 4 times. Okay, 4 times energy output multiplier, which is X4, which means that daily you're getting 0.5 to 2%. All right, but in this UTopia avatar, you're getting X4. In MarsVerse, you're getting X5, correct? So don't mix things up. Don't mix things up. UTopia avatar is different. And what happens over here? Similar in UTopia avatar, you're getting 3 types of energy output. Okay, the first one, 50%, will go to the MM2. Look over here, is slightly different. It's MM2, it's not MM. So what do you do for MM2? You can convert MM2 into Ucoin. Okay, so this is very important, guys, because Ucoin is going to be huge. And 30% will be the UME for you to get the MCD token, which is the main DAO token for MarsVerse. And 30% goes to MC. So similar concept over here. But what I want to emphasize here is the price of Ucoin. Okay, what we are able to get for the community over here for Ucoin, we are getting it at the price of the launch pad, which is 0.065 USD. Okay, 0.065. The listing price for Ucoin onto exchange will be priced at 0.08. So you're getting at least 20% in price difference. So this is a good deal because what you get over here, okay, besides what you get over here is not only 20%, but when you purchase this avatar, okay, when you purchase this avatar, you're also getting a equivalent amount of Ucoin, right? So, okay, what does it mean? Okay, some of you are confused. Okay, so let me emphasize. Let me rephrase over here. When I purchase a 100 avatar, I'm getting an X4 energy output multiplier every day, 0.5 to 2%. So this is clear, right? On top of that, I am getting a 100 USD worth of Ucoin priced at 0.065. What does this mean? Today, I spent 100 USDT, bought UTopia avatar. Okay, I'm getting X4 every day, 0.5 to 2%. On top of that, I'm getting an equivalent amount of Ucoin of 100 USD, which means that when UTopia lists Ucoin onto exchange, what happens to my capital investment? I'll be able to sell the Ucoin instantly. There's no locking. There's no locking. There's no restrictions. Okay, you are able to get 100 equivalent of Ucoin to your wallet address. So you are able to sell it, which means that maybe in a month time, you're able to get back what you invested in the avatar of UTopia. And on top of that, you're getting an X4 daily energy output. So this is a very good deal because what happens, I mean, like in Ucoin, is going to get listed in early of August. So we wait for the announcement on that. So for those who missed out on the 13th of July, we are only left with 100 avatar. But for those who managed to buy 500 1000 avatar on July 13th, congratulations, because right now it's sold out and we can't get it anymore. So this is valid from 13th of July. Okay, so this is one of it. And the other one, there's another ongoing deals which I think I must share to you guys because this is very important. So this is this is UTopia avatar as well, but you're getting it for free. Okay, you do not need to buy it. You're getting it for free. So how does it work? Okay, over here. Okay, you can see my screen, right? Okay.
Yes, we can see folder, the file folder.
Event time for this one, you can see my, I mean, I open the poster. Can you see it?
Not yet.
Okay, hold on. I think something is wrong. Okay, right now, we have a airdrop event. For those who missed out on the 13th of July, worry not, because this event occurs from 1st of July to 20th of July. Okay, how does it work? It's free, okay? And only up to 300,000 USDT worth of Utopia avatar are able to give out. Okay, so in Utopia avatar, there are 3 avatars, 100, 500, and 1000. Okay, so over here, when you mint a 1000 MarsVerse avatar, you are getting a free airdrop of 100 worth of Utopia avatar. Okay, when you mint 5000, you are getting 500 Utopia avatar. When you mint 10,000, you are getting a 2000 Utopia avatar. Okay, what does this mean? When you mint 1000 MarsVerse avatar, let's say you bought the normal avatar, all right, 1000, you are getting X 3.5, correct? Daily 0.5 to 2%. On top of that, you'll be getting an airdrop of a 100 avatar. This is the Utopia one. But for Utopia 100 avatar, you're getting an X4. Okay? You're getting an X4. And don't forget about the equivalent amount of Ucoin they will be giving to you. Instead of getting 100 avatar of Utopia, you're also getting an additional 100 USD worth of Ucoin. So you can sell this Ucoin when it gets listed to the exchange. We are all getting this at a price of 0.065. The listing price of Ucoin is 0.08. Only limited allocation for this for the community. Okay. So when we talk about 5,000, so 5,000, you're getting 500. So 500, similarly for Utopia avatar, you're getting X4. And you're getting a 500 USD equivalent amount of Ucoin. No restrictions, no locking, the coins 500 USD amount of Ucoin. Okay, so this is a super good deal as well. This is for those who missed out the events, but this event is ending on the 20th of July. We have 3 days left. Okay, so what happens when you purchase the 10,000? When the 10,000, you're given up to 2,000 Utopia avatar. So this 2,000 Utopia avatar, it will generate X4 for you, daily 0.5 to 2%. And you are also given a 2,000 USD worth of Ucoin. Okay, so instantly, what you get, you can rip off easily when Ucoin is listed to the exchange. So one thing about this is there's only up to 300,000 USDT worth of Avatar Alliance for Utopia over here to be given out, and we are only down to 3 days. So for those who already minted MarsVerse Avatar, congratulations, because you're also getting an airdrop. All right. For those who bought Utopia Avatar on 13th of July, also a big congratulations, because the 500 and the 1000 are already out. What left is only the 100 Avatar. All right. So this is what I want to share, because this is only the first project. Okay. And we have 6 more projects lining up. And each of these projects are all invested by venture capitalists coming from Binance, OKX, big venture capitalists. But we need to face them in a timeline, because the listing time of different projects are at a different time zone. So stay tuned for that as well. But right now, focus on the Utopia. Okay, so this is a free airdrop. All right, so I end our presentation. So right now, we go to the Q&A, guys. Are you guys ready? Okay, are you guys ready? So I'm popping up 10 questions. Okay, so I'm popping up 10 questions. So each question, for those who want to answer, write down the answer. Okay, let's say, for example, I ask, what is our DAO name? The answer is M3 DAO. The first one who types it will get like 10 USDT. So send me your wallet address, BSC chain. Okay, write your address in the chat box. Okay, so the first one who type the answer out will be getting the USDT. Okay, everyone, we have 115 people over here. Okay, so my first question to you guys is, what is the name of the token for Utopia? The first one who types out. Okay. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got one. Okay. Let me send it out. Okay. So send me your wallet address. All right. Send me your wallet address. So for those who type it slow, I mean, like you can get out on the second question. So send me your wallet address. All right. How to pronounce your name? Origin Nostal. Sorry, I'm bad at pronouncing.
It's very good, Calvin. It's actually close to the same you said. Örjan Nostal. Very good.
Origin. Okay.
Right.
Okay, the first one is okay, great. Origin, send me your others, please don't send me. I'm only referring to Origin. So you can private message me your wallet address. So the second question is, when will the event end for Utopia Avatar airdrop? Okay. Okay, all right, great. A lot of response, guys. Okay, I'm flooded with message. Let me see who's the first one. Okay, hold on. The second question, the first one I'll get is 3J. Okay, let me screenshot this. Okay, so he answered quickly. All right, so he's the first one. There are still a lot of people sending the message. Okay, so send me your wallet address as well. So the third question, how many avatars in Utopia is offering and what are numbers? Okay, how many avatars are Utopia offering and what are the numbers? Okay, so the answer is 3. Okay. Actually, Roy answered it. Okay. Roy, your answer is very close. 100, 500, and 1,000. All right. So their answer is 3 avatars are offered by Utopia, but the numbers are 100, 500, and 1,000. So the one who answered it perfectly is Cecily. All right. You answered it perfectly. Okay, send me your wallet address. Okay, make sure to be BSC chain. Okay, make sure it's BSC chain. All right, because I will send the USDT to you. So 5 USDT. Okay. So send me your wallet address. Okay, I've sent your name in the chat box. All right. So the next question, the fourth question. Okay. The fourth question will be, who is the CEO of Utopia? Okay, I got GC is not the CEO of Utopia. GC runs the investment DAO, okay? So GC was the one who connects with Utopia, but he's not the CEO. The CEO of Utopia is Emmanuel, all right? So we got Cecil, right? So got Cecil, okay. Send me your wallet address. And I still haven't received the wallet address from the other guy. Okay. This one's Cecily. And is that? So both of you, please send me a wallet address. Both of you. All right. So because I haven't received your wallet address. So down to the fifth question. I received yours, Nielsen. I received yours. Nielsen, I got yours. It's with me. Okay. So the first one was the first one I got it is at Orion. Okay. It's fun. I mean, like it's different pronunciation because the J is a Y, right? Okay, great. I got yours as well, Cecile. Okay. Let me remark it. Okay, and the fifth question. Okay, the fifth question. This one will be different. This one will be harder. For Utopia avatar, list down the 3 segments of the energy sharing distributed. We have 3 different segments. So when you buy Utopia avatar, you're generating profit, and this profit is split into 3 different components. Rune, do you want to give chance to others? Okay.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Yes, I will, for sure.
Okay. Okay. Okay,
So
great.
I'm
We have
support of this.
you just give them the answers.
Yes.
Okay, we have okay, we have, how is it? We have, let me see who answered correctly. So MM2, ME. No, not ME. MM2 is correct. UME and MC. MM2, UME, and MC.
Maybe
Okay,
Johnny.
Johnny is near. Okay, the nearest answer is Johnny because it's correct. I mean, like, it's MM2. Actually, it's not. We have the right answers. The right answer is
Actually, it's Roy.
Roy. Roy got it correctly. Okay, Roy. Roy, please send me your wallet address. Okay, Roy. Okay, so now we are going to, I think, let's increase the amount of USDT sending out. Okay, I'm going to do a 20 USDT for the last second, and the last one will be the 30 USDT. Okay, so how many questions we send? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really 5. So we have 50 more to give away. 50 more USDT to give away. Okay, so 20. Now we go to the question of 20 USDT. All right, so let me see. Okay, name out 5 brands that name out 5 IPs that Utopia is collaborating with. 5 IPs. Just like I mentioned, quite a few. So name out 5 IPs that Utopia is collaborating with. This is a 20 USDT question. Anyone? Name out 5 IP that Utopia is collaborating with. Adidas, Rolex, Facebook. Okay. All right. Okay. The answer is on Yon Batten. Okay. Yon Batten. That's fast. Instagram and Amazon, not really, because they are platform owners. So, yep. Okay. Send me your. Okay. So the next one, this becomes to the last question. Okay. Okay. Last question. Let me think. This is interesting. It's nice to have interaction with you guys because we are learning at the same time. So I'm asking this question so you guys decide, okay? Today, okay, assuming today on the 17th, I bought a 10,000 avatar. Okay, sorry. I bought a 10,500 avatar, MarsVerse, today. How much Utopia avatar am I getting? And what benefits do I have? Okay, so we need to be very specific on this one. I bought a 10,500 MarsVerse avatar. How many airdrops of Utopia avatar am I getting? And what are the benefits that I can get. Okay, so the one with the perfect answer, I'll choose it and I'll give it the 30 USD. Okay, so okay, no, no, no. Okay, wait. Be specific. Siri Low, you say Utopia Avatar 2000 plus coins. What coins? Okay, we need to be specific, guys. Okay, okay. So let's see who got the right answer. I bought 10,500 avatar of MarsVerse. How much airdrops of Utopia Avatar am I getting? Okay, and what are the benefits that I can get? Okay, so let's see.
Hey, Johnny.
Okay, I'm looking at the answers. Okay, the answer is I'm only getting, even though I bought 10,500. So for 10,000, I'm getting 2,000, right? But the remaining 500, I will not be getting anything for the Utopia because there's no 500 unless I bought 11,000, then I'll be getting 2,000 avatar for Utopia and a 100 avatar of Utopia. But if I only bought 10,500, it does not match. So I'm only getting maximum 2,000 avatar of Utopia. And on top of that, I am getting a 2,000 USDT worth of Ucoin. So Johnny Patterson, okay, congratulations. Send me your wallet address. Okay, guys, remember to send me your wallet address. So, okay, so that goes to the last question. Johnny Patterson. All right, so before we end, do you guys have any question for me? Great, I got your wallet. Okay.
I have a question, Calvin.
Yes.
First of all, thank you very much for a very good presentation. And also, thank you for the giveaway for the USDT. Very nice. When there is a limit for maximum 5 avatars in Utopia.
Yep.
Yes. So let us assume I have bought 100 US, no, 100 avatar in Utopia. Okay, then the maximum. Then I buy a 10K avatar in M3, and then I will have the avatar free in Utopia. Will I still have that even though I have 5 avatar in Utopia already?
Sorry, come again. I was recording the wallet address.
Yes,
Sorry,
okay.
again.
Because this is very important.
Okay.
Okay, let us assume I have bought 5 avatar in Utopia. Okay, 5 avatar in Utopia is the maximum I can have.
Yes, correct. Yes.
And then I buy a 10K avatar in M3. And then I will have a free avatar in Utopia. Will I have that free avatar in Utopia, even though I already have 5?
Yes, okay. For those who bought the Utopia avatar on 13th of July, maximum 5. But for airdrops, there's no limit. You'll be getting more than 5. Don't worry.
Perfect.
That's yes.
Now it's
don't worry.
Okay. That's very, very good. Thank you. Because now it's not available 1,000 avatar in Utopia. There is no available 500. So if I will have, it's only 100. But if I have, if I bought 1K in MarsVerse avatar, I will have for free the Utopia.
Yes, correct.
Yes, and I can buy a 5K avatar in M3, and I will have 500 plus Ucoin for free.
Yes.
And
Yes.
exactly the same in 10K. I will have it for free in UTopia. So this is really, really good opportunity to have for all now before the 20th of July.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
If you buy 10,000, you'll be getting 2,000 avatar and 2,000 worth of Ucoin. So I saw a question asked by Fraud Johansson. Will the buying of Utopia avatars count in the affiliate system? The answer is yes. If you bought the avatar of Utopia, it will be calculated in the affiliate. But if the avatar is given to you by airdrops, then it will not be calculated. Get it?
Okay. So that means the airdrop you will get for free if you buy a 1K, 5K, or 10K in M3. Those avatar will not count in the
Affiliate.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. Very good, thank you. Very good question, Frodo.
Yes.
Calvin, sorry, did you get my address?
Yes, I got your address. So you are the 30 USD, right?
Yeah,
So 30 USDT was who? Who was the 20 USDT one? Let me see.
that was me, Jan.
You're okay. So who got the last question correct?
Johnny was the last.
So you're the last one, all right? Okay, cool.
No, Johnny was the last, but I was the 20.
Oh, Johnny was the last. You're the 20th. Okay, yeah, I got it. I got it remarked. Okay, great.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, guys. So it's nice to have this kind of session. So we hope that we can organize something like this in the future as well. It'll be more fun. Oh, Jan, you raised your hand. Do you have any question for me?
Yes,
No.
I did. In that in this campaign, there is 300,000.
Yes.
When will we know? If I go out tomorrow and advertise this to a person and say, "Yeah, well, you're given this and this and that," and then run.
We call, okay, for example, if 300,000, right? So assuming a 10%. So a 3 million avatar will need to be bought. But right now, I've just checked, it's up to like 70%. So how do they calculate this 300,000? It's based on the timestamp. For example, today I advertise it to my fellow community, and then he purchased a MarsVerse avatar. So when he did the purchase, there will be a timestamp in the blockchain. So when that timestamp happens, it means that he already successfully did this purchase, and then he will be qualified for the Utopia avatar. But right now, as I know, I checked with Emmanuel today. Right now we are at 70%. So there's still time. Don't worry. But please do not do it on the last day, on the 20th. Make sure to do it on the 17th, on the 18th. So I believe it's okay. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right. Okay, guys. So if there's no questions, then I'll be ending the meeting today. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you guys next time. All right. See you.
Thank you, Calvin.